Folks, well, the New Mexico Department of Health says it's seeing an increase in flu activity in the past few weeks, especially in southeast New Mexico, where 15% of those checking into hospitals have flu-like symptoms. There's also one confirmed flu death reported in Santa Fe County. So it's definitely time to start thinking about getting those flu vaccines if you haven't done so already. Here to talk more about this is Communications Coordinator for the Red Cross of New Mexico, Beverly Allen. Beverly, so good to see you.
Thank you. Nice to be here again.
Well, you know, I wish we could be talking about something more cheerful than the flu, but of course it is a necessary evil. So what is the main type of flu we're seeing right now in New Mexico?
The one the media reports and DOH talks about most is the H1N1 virus, and you may recall that in 2010 there was an outbreak of that. Some people also call it the swine flu.
Right.
But it's my understanding that there are several strains of flu out there, and they're all covered in this year's vaccine.
They're all covered in the vaccine. That's good to know. Well, so what are some of the common ways that we can prevent getting the flu? Of course, prevention is key. We don't want to have to, you know, deal with the vaccinations, of course, are one thing, but what daily things can we be doing to prevent
there's a lot you can do daily. The first thing is wash your hands.
Okay.
If you can't wash your hands, hand sanitizer.
Gotcha.
Sanitize your phones, your doorknobs, your keyboards if you're at work. And if you have children, teach them how to wash their hands properly. One of the good things to do is teach kids to wash their hands and sing Row, Row Your Boat twice or Happy Birthday twice. Also, what you can do is if you cough or sneeze, you don't have a tissue, into your elbow.
Do it into
I
your
know
elbow.
it sounds kind of gross, but it is a preventative because this is a virus and it's spread by contact, airborne and touch.
Yeah, well, you know, it may be gross doing this, but it's a lot worse spreading the illness. So now, you know, a lot of people, they may be scared to get the flu shot. I know, you know, my stepdaughter doesn't like needles. A lot of people don't like needles. Are there other ways that we can get the vaccination without having to get it in the arm?
Last year they had a nasal spray for children, but I'm not really sure what they have this year. I recommend people talk to either their pharmacist or their health care practitioner, their doctor, their nurse practitioner, and find out what is available. I got my shot in August because I always do, and I make sure that I get it, and it lasts through the flu season.
Okay, so typically a vaccination is going to last about a year. I mean, what is
well,
roughly?
they recommend every year. It's probably going to last from the time you get it through the end of the flu season, which will go into March this year probably. And also something you need to know is that the CDC recommends everyone 6 months and older get a flu shot or other type of prevention.
Okay, and so of course, you know, flu shots we can get almost anywhere. I know a lot of pharmacies you can just walk in. A lot of doctors, I mean, it's very quick, very easy. And even though there's a needle, again, the option of that 2 seconds of a shot or suffering through the flu, I'd take the shot any day of the week.
And one thing to remember is that you may still get the flu, but you won't have it near as bad as you would without the flu shot.
Right, okay. Well, of course, folks, we will also, we'll have information. Now, there's one thing I do want to talk about, which I think is pretty cool. You guys have an app, a first aid app.
We have an app for that.
You have an app for that. And you now also have some information about the flu and prevention, is that right?
Yes, our first aid app was updated last Friday. It's available on the Apple App Store and on Google Play. It's free to download. And when you go into it, you go right to prepare. And if you look under prepare, it will say flu pandemic.
Really? Okay.
And there's other things on there too, winter safety, other things. It's like having a first aid kit in your hand.
That's very good. That's
it's
really
a great
good.
thing. It doesn't take the place of taking a first aid class or a CPR class, but it gives you some quick help.
Yeah, it's better than nothing.
That's right.
Absolutely sure. And of course, like you said, it's free to download.
That's right.
So please go on, do that. Beverly, thank you for joining us.
You're very welcome.
We'll be talking a little later. If you're just tuning in and you missed some important stuff, Beverly's going to be with us on Two Casa Style at 9 a.m. So we will also have information on our website at casa.com. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome, Chad.
All right.
See you in a bit.
Yes, see you in a bit. Go get a cup of coffee. All right. Well,